G'day guys, Seeney here and welcome to another episode on the Australian Wealth channel. And it's been a little while since I've done a video on Voyager Digital, but I think it's time that we have a chat. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps to get these videos out to more people. So this particular stock is one that I love. It's one of my favorite stocks in the whole stock market, and I personally believe that this one is going to have the most upside potential over the long term. You know, it has everything going for it. It's a very high margin business. They're making a lot of money that goes to the bottom line. They have massive growth trajectory to grow into a huge company. You know, there's so many things that make Voyager Digital a fantastic company. So recently we saw that Voyager Digital was tanking and tanking and tanking. The price just kept getting lower and lower and lower to the point where I was like, this is just stupid. So I actually started to load the boat quite fast with Voyager Digital because it just seems silly to be trading at the valuations that it was. And I knew that there was very likely a chance that this was not going to hang around these prices for too much longer. And Jesus, we were right. Voyager Digital announced a partnership with the Dallas Mavericks and of course Mark Cuban that has quite a bit to do now within the cryptocurrency space. So when this partnership was announced, there was a few things that were just like bang, 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 which were just fantastic for Voyager. And as a result, we saw that stock shoot up to a huge level. A lot of short positions were sold. There was a lot of buying pressure. And now, of course, a lot of people that were buying Voyager Digital at that particular price are making a lot of money, which is fantastic. Myself included. So I put in about $22,000 into this position. You know, in hindsight, it would have been great to load in more, but I did load quite fast. So there was that. On this particular position right now, I'm up about 60% in a very, very short period of time. It's only been 2 months that I've actually been in this stock, and we've just seen it go up so fast, and rightfully so. You know, I personally believe even now it's still very undervalued, and I'm continuing to add to this particular position. Now, the thing about Voyager is that they have a very high margin, and something that is great about that is that so much money that they make in revenue, which is growing incredibly fast, is going straight to the bottom line, is going straight to net income, which is fantastic. You know, it's one thing to earn, $1 billion, but if basically all of that is getting eaten up by costs, then you're not really making that much money. But if your margins are 50%, that's $500 million on that revenue. And that's what we're seeing with Voyager, is that they have the potential to really bring a lot of money to the bottom line in this company. And I think profitability is very much an important thing these days. You know, there was a period of time on Wall Street where profitability wasn't a huge deal. It was just grow as fast as you possibly can, just grow and scale, own the market. But I think a lot of investors, that mindset has changed a little bit now, and people are looking for very fast growth, but they're also looking for profitability. And in the software space, in the brokerage space like Voyager is in, there is the potential for that business model to do incredibly well, and is exactly what Wall Street is looking for. Now, they recently had a bit of a call, and Stephen Ehrlich said that they have plans to be listing on the NASDAQ in 2022. So this is going to be a huge bullish catalyst. Like, this cannot be understated, because at the moment, this stock is listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange, and it's also an over-the-counter stock in the US. They're trading under 2 different ticker symbols. But a NASDAQ listing would be absolutely huge, because so many investment firms will not look at anything unless it is on the NASDAQ. So if this is something they can achieve, which they absolutely will, you know, Voyager is doing all the right things to make this happen. It's going to be a huge, huge deal for the company. And we won't be seeing like a $2 to $3 billion valuation. We'll be seeing 20 to 30. So of course, when it comes to Voyager Digital, there are of course some risk factors. You're very, very tied to crypto. So, you know, if there's any kind of serious decline in crypto volumes, then that is going to be obviously very bad for Voyager. But if you think the crypto market is going to continue to do great and continue to grow over time, then it's very, very likely that Voyager is going to be doing that same thing. So personally, I don't invest in cryptocurrencies, but hey, I am happy to be selling the shovel in the gold rush. And that is exactly what Voyager Digital is. And of course, they're already looking at plans to expand well beyond the crypto brokerage, which de-risks this business in a massive way. And I think that's something that you do want to be looking for as an investor, is companies that are looking to de-risk. And of course, Stephen Ehrlich has a background in E-Trade, which did stocks. That is something that Voyager is very likely to get into in the future. They also have debit cards. The next thing is going to be a credit card. You know, there's so many financial products that Voyager is looking at offering in the future, and this is going to turn it into a massive financial institution going forward, which I think is very, very exciting for the company. We'll just have to see how that plays out, but we're talking about over $100 billion valuation or more if that happens. So you can imagine having an entry point around 2 to 3 billion is great. But of course, there is a huge risk there because there is so much unknown. It's just not a sure thing by any stretch of the imagination. But I think the team is right to make that happen. So that's why I've invested a certain portion of my wealth into Voyager Digital. And I think that's going to grow into quite a large portion. It has fantastic risk return for me. So yeah, Voyager's a really interesting one. It's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out over the next few years. But I think with a NASDAQ listing, this stock is just going to go crazy because it is a fantastic stock for Wall Street. It's very high growth, massive margins, huge profitability already. You know, I personally believe it's going to become a tech giant, and I think a lot of people are going to be looking for deals in that space because everything is so expensive at the moment. You know, you look at Apple, Amazon, Facebook, they're all very expensively priced, but I believe based on the growth potential that Voyager has, that this one is quite seriously undervalued that not many people have found out about yet. But I'd love to know what you guys think about this particular stock and this particular company. Is this one that you're buying? Is this one that you're not going to touch? You think the risk is too great? I'd be really keen to hear your thoughts in the comments section. Oh, it's good to be back. So if you'd like to get yourself free stock, then I have a link to Stake in the description so you can start your investing journey. Once you put money in the brokerage, you'll get yourself free stock, which is fantastic. And if you'd like to track your net worth, I have a link to WeMoney, which is the hoodie that I'm wearing today. And they'll give you $5 just for signing up on the platform and connecting one of your accounts. So, you know, it gets into your bank account and into your brokerage accounts and is read-only and just tracks basically what your finances are doing so that you can track your net worth in real time, which I've found really valuable. It's one that I use all the time. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Really helps to get these videos out to more people. So my name is Seeney and this is the Australian Wealth Channel. We'll see you later.